Hey, welcome back to Single Black Vegan. You guys, I did a thing. I checked something off my bucket list. I went skydiving. I know, to some people, I know you're like, that is the craziest thing. I would never do that ever in my life. And then I know I got some other thrill seekers out there. Where you at, all my thrill seekers? Yes, I jumped out of a plane from 13,000 feet up, and it was crazy in a good way. I've always wanted to skydive. It's just something that I've always wanted to do. I really wanted to do this, and I was able to get it done. I was so excited.
1 hour till skydiving.
Just from the time of me knowing that I was going to do this up until I got down to the ground. I mean, you know, you think that at some point you're going to feel nervous about the situation, but I never felt nervous. Not one time did I feel nervous about the situation. Even as we're getting up higher and higher in the plane, and the instructor is just explaining to me, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and then we're going to go second, and once this thing opens, I mean, it was just all these different things, but not one time did I feel like scared or afraid. It was all excitement. That was the only thing I felt was excitement, and I can't wait, like, oh my, and just thinking like, oh my God, I'm about to jump out of the plane. Oh my God, I'm about to jump out of the plane. I'm about to skydive, right? Okay, so that was pretty much what was going through my head right up until the moment I jumped out of the plane. First of all, it was tandem, so it wasn't me by myself. Again, I'm attached to an instructor, and it also had not only the parachute that the instructor has to pull, but there's also a safety parachute that is timed, that is inside of the backpack. So if, say, the one that the instructor is supposed to pull never gets pulled, the backup automatic parachute is going to do its thing. So that was great. How was it? Okay, I'll be completely honest and let you know, again, I wasn't nervous or any of those things, but the instructor also, because I was getting it videotaped, kept telling me, like, as we're going up, like, first make sure you smile, look at the camera, smile, give us the thumbs up, give us like all these things, you know, look excited and happy. You know, I don't know if that's just their selling thing or whatever like that to show other people, but it was like, I guess the thing about it is, if you're going to be getting video footage of this experience that may only happen one time in your life, you don't want to be looking crazy, like or sad or angry or mad. So maybe that's the reason why they continue to tell you to smile, and I'm okay with that. But the thing about it is, when you're up that high, right, and you're jumping out of the plane, listen, it's cold. It was cold up there. So when I first jumped out, I was like, it was just really cold to me. And so you got this air, you know, that's coming into your face super fast. And it's cold air at that. So I'm smiling the whole time, and my teeth are sensitive. They're sensitive to cold. So I'm cheesing the whole time while this wind is beating myself up in the mouth, okay? Like, I literally was checking my teeth to be like, am I gonna have teeth when I get out of here? Am I gonna have teeth when I land? Are all my teeth still there? That was one of the thoughts I was thinking, because it was so cold and that wind was just gushing into my mouth. I'm just like, cheese like a crazy lady. And the wind is just going crazy. And the wind is so strong. I mean, some of the footage you'll be able to see, like, my skin was looking like this, just looking crazy. But that is the only thing I would say. And also, the instructor was, before we went up, was like, hey, don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to breathe when you get out there. You know, it was like, you jump out there and you kind of get overwhelmed of the things that are happening so fast. Again, and it's the wind coming, it's the cold, it's the like shock that I just jumped out of a plane. And there was that one moment where I had to remind myself to breathe, because the guy says that some people jump out and they hold their breath. So I did have to remind myself, okay, breathe, this is fine, you're good. I don't know why I held my breath. I just was just like, you know, just doing that thing, looking at everything and remembering to smile, right? Okay, whatever. So one of the things I will say, you know, before you even go through the training, before you even go through any of that stuff, you pretty much are signing your life away. Point blank, period. You pay this money. Well, this was gifted to me, so I'm grateful for that. Thank you. It was a birthday present. Anyway, so then you got to get this piece of paper where you are signing and checking off that you agree pretty much to die. You agree to die. You agree to get hurt, injured. That's pretty much what's happening. That you agree to that. And I was like, okay. And I signed right on the dotted line, like, okay, no problem, let's do it, And then you do go through a training, or you watch a training video. It kind of shows you what you're supposed to do, what you're supposed to do with your arms and all that stuff. And yeah, again, I felt pretty cool and confident about all of it. The guy that I jumped out with, his name was Brent. He was super chill, and he had been with the company a really long time. And I think even the day that I was there, the jump that he and I did together was like his 12th jump of the day. Like, this man just jumps out of planes all day long. Like, that's just what he do, right? Cool. Okay. And so, do I know anybody that would do something like this? I mean, I know maybe a handful of people that would do it, but I also have a lot of family and friends who are parents. They have children, and some of the feedback I got from was like, oh man, I would love to do that, but I got kids. If I didn't have kids, I totally would do it. And then I was thinking to myself, oh wow, that makes sense, right? Because it's like a person who has these responsibilities, you probably won't be doing crazy stuff like jumping out of a plane, you know what I'm saying? Signing your life away that you may not return, because you have children that are waiting for you. So I get that. No judgment there, and I hope that you don't judge me because I jumped out of a plane and signed my life away. Okay? I'm telling you, I had a good time. I'm sorry. I love it. I'm a thrill seeker. That's what I love to do. First of all, when we first jump out of the plane, they want you to come out like this, and then after some time, they'll give you a tap, and then that is when you can do the thing that we trained for before we went. You're just supposed to arch your back and all this kind of stuff like that. And you can do that, and then you can do your thumbs up, and you can do the little heart thing, and you can just do all these different things or whatever like that. And so you're just kind of flying out of that thing like this, and again, the wind is just beating you up in the face. And then when the parachute finally goes, it kind of takes you up a little bit. And once it takes you up, from that point, it's just like smooth, calm, like the wind is not in your ears anymore. You can actually hear, like me and the instructor, we were having a full-on conversation up in the sky. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was full on just float mode. You really could enjoy, look down and see everything. It was beautiful. I jumped on a beautiful, beautiful day. Everything was just beautiful. I saw mountains, and I saw lakes or rivers or whatever. Just, it was the most beautiful thing I ever seen. Like, I felt like a bird. I was like, I know what it's like to fly. Like, I know what it's like to fly. It was one of the most coolest experiences I've ever been able to do. And then at one point, he allowed me to hold on to the parachute to guide it. So if I pulled it this way, we would turn. And if I pulled it this way, we would turn this way. So it was just really cool. And then you kind of just out there. Now, I was told that from the time you jump out of the plane to ground, it's 7 minutes. It did not feel like 7 minutes to me. It literally felt like I was up there for 30 minutes. That's just how I felt. And so as we're getting closer back to the building where we were coming in kind of slow. So as you land, also in the training, they show you and make you practice how to lift your feet up, because the instructor is the people whose feet are going to actually touch the ground. Our job as the student is just to put our feet up, and then when he stands up, then we stand up. That's kind of how it worked. Me personally, my stand-up game was not all that, but it is what it is. And then they put this harness on you. So you got a harness where it goes under your, if you're a woman, it's gonna go under your boobs, and then you got one that goes like on each thigh. And I'll be honest, that harness was so freaking tight. I don't know if it's because I'm a I'm a thick girl, you know, my legs is kind of thick, and I don't know if that was the case. So I did have to adjust myself while I was up there. He told me to stand on his feet while we were up in the air and just adjust myself. And that helped so much because the harness kind of was a little tight. So I was able to do that, and it felt a little bit better. And then, like I said, after that, you land and boom, that's it. And it was just a really cool and great experience. Like, I would tell anybody, if that's something that you want to do, do it. Jump out of a plane, a bungee jump, all those things. I mean, that was a fun experience for me, and I don't regret it whatsoever. Would I do it again? Yes, I would do it again. Yes, I would do it again. If this is something that you would do, let me know. Type down in the comments with yes, I would do this in a heartbeat, or no, I would not do this at all. So let me know in the comments if this is something that you would do, or is this something you would let your loved one do? Would you let your spouse do this? Like, just very, very curious if you would let someone you love dearly do something like this. I had a great time. It was a great experience. I loved every moment of it. And yes, I would do it again. All right, you guys. So that is my skydiving experience. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. All right, till next time. See you guys later. Peace out. Until the next adventure.